Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Please leave a message after the beep. Beep. Oh, I can't fool you, kids. Welcome to the most important grand solar minimum update of your life. Wednesday, October 24th, 8:41 p.m. Mountain Time 2018. You're looking at Texas grapefruit covered in global warming goodness. Let's get on with the program. If you're new to our show, hold on to your pants. AccuWeather alert: Willa remains to become part of the weekend coastal storm. As we've been saying for days, and other channels have been denying. Yes, it's true. Remnants of Hurricane Willa are expected to become part of a coastal storm that will hit the tri-state area this weekend. The AccuWeather forecast calls for the storm to start taking shape off of the Carolina coast Friday afternoon and move into the northeast, with rain arriving Friday evening and then the snow. Yes, the snow will be coming. Snow is already there. Vermont's Mount Snow to open for skiing this weekend. Its earliest opening day ever. That would also be in history. Yes. Now, this has to do with them buying up-to-date snowmaking equipment. However, it needs to be below freezing to make snow. Mount Snow, Vermont will open for skiing and riding Saturday. This is the earliest opening in 64 years of the winter operation. Now, that makes sense, because if we look at the solar activity back 64 years, it was much higher. Yes, it's right here at the peak. So there is no way that they could have had more snow or opened earlier than now. Maybe back here in the early 70s. But yes, the facts do not fail us. A nor'easter is forecast to drop a few inches on the same day the resort is opening. Whew. Talk about a Christmas present coming early. Yes, it's not even winter. That's about 7 weeks away. Clearly, there is a backup. Here are those Texas grapefruits. Wintry conditions delay Texas grapefruit season. Say it ain't snow. No, it's ice. Deliberately sprayed on the crops to protect them from freezing temperatures that Al Gore said we would never have to worry about. Oh, what a shame. Yikes! 18 inches of snow piles up on Mount Washington. Yes! There's the observatory, and it looks like the middle of winter, and that guy's truck is filled with snow. Check this out. It's looking a lot like winter on Mount Washington. Well, more than 1.5 feet of snow has fallen, courtesy of this alien dude in his equipment. And that's tonight's first boom. Yeah, go get it. Because Al said we'd never have it. First significant snow of the season hits Maine, and more is on the way. Several crashes blamed on slippery roads. They were reported Wednesday morning. Parts of Maine have received their first significant snowfall of the season, and in fact, the 23rd snowfall this year. The National Weather Service Rangeley received 5 inches, Bethel 2.8, Jackman 2.1. Parts of neighboring New Hampshire received a foot of global warming wonder. Police reported several accidents on slippery roads. Al Gore was not killed, unfortunately. He has been found in the Antarctic, and we will get to that. Purdue and Midwest Regional Climate Center forecast unpredictable winter. Wow. I guess that means they can't predict it. We're going to erase that. Here's how much snow has fallen in northern New England so far. That is 2.5 tons of snow. Oh, the weather outside is frightful for parts of New England, and it's not even Halloween. Bust a spleen, smoke a bowl. Yes, that is my ditty. Spain braces for plummeting temperatures and more rain. Continue to the site. National Weather Service forecast drops of 10°C this weekend, with the first snowfall of the season expected in mountainous areas, as well as the rest of Europe, unfortunately. Apparently they didn't look. Super Typhoon U2, not me, U2, makes landfall as the strongest on record to hit Saipan and Tinian. Say that 5 times fast, Northern Marianas Islands. Look at the black color in these models. And that's the island showing through the eye. I hope they didn't die. I'm sure many did. Wow, that is insane. in the membrane. Electroverse, awesome. Say it ain't snow. Europe's breaking snowfall totals for the end of October. Look at this GFS model. We showed you the model last night. It looked nothing like this. And now the models are showing even more snow in southern UK. Why is that significant? UK snowfall looks set to start Friday, October 26th, beginning in northern Scotland, but from Saturday, October 27th through Wednesday, October 31st, large southern areas are forecast to be affected too in the UK. October snow in England is quite rare, incredibly rare in the south. And people have emailed me today from Ireland saying that they've never seen snow until this morning at this time of year. Now, 2008 solar minimum cycle 23, London had its first October snow since 1934. And the last time Surrey had lying October snow was back in 1887. Whew. Yeah. There is the GFS total snowfall for October 23rd through October 31st for Europe, Spain, France, Germany, all of the Alps, and the UK. Denmark is going to see unprecedented snow in October. Are you listening, Heinrich? Let me know if it's snowing out there. 14 million people in Yemen face imminent and great big famine. Clashes have blocked access to a facility where grain is milled that could feed 3.7 million people. And I'm surely they are blaming this on civil war and unrest for decades. Nothing to do with the rapidly changing climate due to global cooling and the grand solar minimum. Seismic update, no quakes of note. We are in a time of cross your fingers and hope for the best. We still have an uptick at deep quakes in the Fiji region here, kicking off 566 kilometers, and 2 sequential quakes here over in Chile, moving closer to the surface. 4.2 followed by a 4.3, which could be followed by a major trembler in moments in this region. We have Utah rocking as of the last 48 hours. Very unique seismic uptick in the Utah region of the U.S. And we'll be watching this closely. Worldwide volcano news update. Dukono, Sakurajima, and Sabancaya all erupting. Gorgeous picture of Sabancaya erupting today here. Give you a good idea of the amount of aerosol injections into the atmosphere there. And a big thumbs up to Cap Alon over at Electroverse, who's backing me up on Mars, as well as Tyler. According to a recent Forbes article, this region forms clouds. The only problem is that this crack is where the quote-unquote cloud is emanating from. Clearly, this plume is emanating from the edge of this crack. And the paper in 2005 described cloud regions forming over this hill, which you can see a cloud here. But this plume is not coming from that hill. So that negates the 2005 paper, as Electroverse clearly states here. The plumes currently have nothing to do with the rise from the 2005 paper. They're venting from a large fracture above it, which is a significant geologic feature on Mars. And the paper claims that the clouds are not anywhere near significant geologic features. Therefore, the paper is completely irrelevant in this case. And if you're a scientist, you would agree with me. Big thanks to Diamond at the Oppenheimer Ranch Project for pointing this out. Go to the images yourself. Something the science community obviously neglected to do. So, big thumbs up for Cap Alanon for taking time out of his day and posting the truth about the fact that this plume is emanating from a geologic crack feature here. And this cloud is definitely over that hill. But the paper is about the hill, not about the crack. Are you prepared? Are you prepared for the crack? Yeah. I don't think anyone is. Certainly not the mainstream. NOAA is about to make some big changes to its global weather model. Yeah, that's because their current models suck. Wow. I wonder if their new model will suck just as bad. I'm sure it will include global warming, so you'll have to pay your taxes. That is a 100% guaranteed analysis without even looking at their model. But they're going to get a big computer and it's going to tell you a lot more really terrible information. You know how scientists cracked the climate change case? They lied. Come read this rag of a blog and you're going to get a kick out of it. Because according to this idiot, the forensics has spoken and the temperature on Earth has risen since 1880. Yeah, that was called the Little Ice Age, 1880. I wish I had that graph to pull up. Unfortunately, we erased it. This new Brave browser is not that brave. New report. There it is. Let's get the graph. Yes, let's get the big one. We'll wait for that to load. New report says world must boost efforts to suck carbon dioxide from the air. Well, they can suck it all they want, but it's not going to change the climate. You see, because the climate is bigger than man. It's bigger than Earth. It is solar system wide. It is a galactic process. And it is forced by the sun. Now, while we wait for that graph to load, look at the array of fans here to suck carbon out of the atmosphere. Do you know how much energy and carbon that these fans require to even manufacture, operate, and suck carbon out of the atmosphere? If you haven't picked up on this scam yet, what do you think the price tag for something like this is? Not to mention the $85,000 vehicle here that needs to be supplied to repair it, and the salaries of these two guys that are looking up at the biggest farce in your life. This is millions of dollars wasted to chop up birds. And think about the cost that the electric companies get paid, and the manufacturing companies, and the cement plants, and the turbine companies, and on and on. We're talking multinational corporations sucking the life out of your taxes so that you can do nothing to the climate. The climate is controlled externally by the sun. I don't know if you knew, but thousands of Earths fit into the sun. And if we could just harness the energy of the sun for one day, we could power the Earth forever. But these frauds are directly lying to you. They're insulting your intelligence. They're putting fluoride in your water, in your bottled water, in your food to dumb you down. And unless you grow your own food and know what's going into your own body, you will forever be beholden to these scumbags. You are here. We are repeating cycles from 1900. Back here when the sun was the same exact output. They're blaming it on global warming while the temperature cools on the planet. What say you? Do you think your tax dollars are worth it for a bunch of fans to suck plant food out of the atmosphere, to kill our forests? Or do you think we should be spending our money on actual pollution, like PCBs, TCEs? Huh? Do you know how much hexane and other hydrocarbons are in frac fluid that are flowing in our waterways? Why aren't we cleaning rivers and streams with scrubbers? We want to scrub plant food out of the atmosphere of our planet, and you're being taxed to do that, to kill the planet. This device does not save the planet, it kills the planet. This device is a satanic device that sucks plant food off of our planet. Do you understand what they're what they're deploying here? It's the end of your life. If this gets built and you do not go out there and throw shit into those rotors, you're not a human. You might as well already get the chip and be a robot. These devices are developed to take plant food out of our atmosphere. That's disgusting. The cabal has taken over the universities. Now, amazingly enough, there's a young man, the climate guy, who has blossomed out of all of this nonsense and misinformation. And he has this great blog. He published today 97% nonsensus. Now, Richard Feynman, one of my heroes, and I quote, "Science is the belief in the ignorance of the assholes." And those assholes are the people, they are the experts that are getting paid to lie to you. He just didn't have the balls to say it. Time and time again, we hear the claim from politicians, scientists, and the media outlets that there is a consensus among climate scientists. Well, I can tell you, every climate scientist I know thinks that global warming is shite. So the consensus among my climate scientists is zero, if you want to know the facts. And if you look at the survey that they did, the IPCC, less than 20% of the people they queried even responded. So this number is bogus based on that alone. And then if you look at what the respondents said, only 60% thought that man had anything to do with climate. 97% consensus. What is that? Yeah, there's a 97% consensus among scientists that the IPCC is a fraud, but they will not publish that in the mainstream. Mad props, the climate guy. He's kicking ass and he's taking names, and I'm sure this kid is being attacked. I get attacked. You can't even imagine. But he's doing good work. Please go over there and support him. There'll be links below. Arctic scientists discover perfectly preserved Al Gore frozen in glacier. Man, I wish this wasn't The Onion. I do like braids, though. Martian brine may have enough oxygen to support microbes. This is an ongoing narrative for 3 days. First, there's no volcano on Mars. It's a cloud. Then yesterday, there's enough water on Mars to support life. And now today, Martian brine may have enough oxygen to support microbes. Holy shit! What's going on? Oh yeah, I forgot. We're about to move to Mars, elites. You already have bunkers there, I'm sure. And you can suck it because we're coming for you before you get there. Trust me. When the shit hits the fan, everyone that watches this channel is heading your way. We're going to be stuffing your vents up. Yeah, and we're going to be throwing shit and shooting down your rockets. Trust me. Boom! We're not going to stand for this. Martian brine has enough oxygen to support algae even, maybe. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Guess what? Team finds the oldest weapon ever discovered in North America. Whew. The only problem with this is that these Salutrian spear points have been known for decades all over North America. This is the bullshit the mainstream physics.org is supplying you. That somehow these people in Texas just found the oldest spear point ever in North America. I found one of these 8 years ago in Norristown. In fact, I contacted Dennis Stanford at the Smithsonian and we discussed it. He said, yeah, we have 10,000 of these points all over the East Coast. And they date as far back as 18,500 years. Those are the facts. This is not the facts. The team did not find the oldest weapon ever discovered in North America. Not even close. This team should be shot. They should be discredited. I can't believe they're paying for the fucking degrees from Texas A&M. That should be discredited as an archaeological institution. You're full of shit. We've known about these points for fucking 30 years. Call the Smithsonian. Speak to Dennis Stanford. I have. This is bullshit. You do not fact check and you write garbage. There is no information being given to anyone that is true. I'm fucking sick of it. These are the facts. 20,000 years ago, half of North America was covered in ice. And these people, there were millions of them living all right here. And they all were made extinct during an event 11,500 years ago. That is what they don't want to talk about. NASA's alien hunter has gone dark. And these idiots don't know why. Maybe they should turn it on and off. Maybe they found something. Maybe they've been hiding everything from you forever. Well, I know what can hide. The Hunter Moon. Go outside and check it out. And if you want to know why it is the Hunter Moon, read the article. And if you want to know why your anus is the brightest planet tonight, read the article. Man, I hope there isn't a big lag tonight on this video. I'm trying to eliminate that by showing live video. Do you hear about LeakCon 2019? I did. This is only a smidgen of the keynote speakers at the event. And you don't need to be on Facebook to be a part of it. I'm going to leave links to the direct ticket spice, which has nothing to do with Facebook. I made this page where you can come and interact without going to Facebook. Now we need to raise $4,000 by the new year to secure the venue because that's the price. It's cutting edge. It's 15 minutes from the airport in Denver where cannabis is legal. And we are going to have some of the best lineup ever. All the people you want to meet. And if you come VIP, you're going to get to meet all these people because you're going to get in all the events early. And VIP is limited to 100. 10% of those tickets are already sold. So if you want to guarantee your spot, I would implore you to take the 20% off pre-order special as soon as possible. Even if you're going for general admission, 2 days is like $60. And everyone that is at this event is going to have the time of their life. I guarantee it. There's no other way it can happen. Are you ready for what's coming? They're not going to prepare you. They don't care about you. They care about their job security and the safety of their own asses, not the masses. That's why Oppenheimer Ranch is giving classes, so that we can save the masses by saving their asses. Knowledge is power. The most dangerous weapon against the cabal is you being informed. The more informed you are, the less power they have over you. Are you picking up what we're putting down? If you don't know where to start, come over to My Patriot Supply. Support the channel and support your preparedness. It's getting glitchy, kids. But here we have survival gear. Come over there. It's over here where it says more survival gear. More survival essentials, survival gear. It'll bring you right here. We could be in for a nuclear attack. Potassium iodate will protect you from the radiation. If you don't know where to get it from My Patriot Supply, from Oppenheimer Ranch. $1.50 comes to the channel and you get a 90 count potassium iodate. Right there, boom. The 4-in-1 emergency solar flashlight I recommend to everyone. This is the #1 preparedness tool if you don't have a lot of money. It has a weather radio, a solar panel. You can charge your phone, your laptop off of this. It has a light. And if there is no sun, there is a crank. And it's $24. That's a boom. New CMIP data suggests that all climatologists know that the climate changes in cycles. It was cold 200 years ago, and it's going to be very cold right now. the time we're going into, the modern Eddy minimum. If you're looking for answers and you can't see it on the total solar irradiance of the sun right here, after we pointed out your correlations, then you're still brainwashed. Keep watching. We love you. Be safe.